5 weeks, Monday coming. All right. Another cracking day here in Victoria. There's my hair. Jeez, I need a haircut bad. Truck. All right. Welcome back. It's been a few days actually since we've been on the camera. There's my hair. Jeez, I need a haircut bad. Lucky I'm booked in next week. 5 weeks, Monday coming. I was only saying to Hayley yesterday how it feels like we're in such an awkward period at the moment. Like it's not getting any closer. That sort of 7, 6, 5 sort of window, it all just feels like the same. I think when it gets to about a month or 3 weeks out, it'll start getting really pointy then. Today, the Dales is working. JD Daycare is in session. I've got the 3 ferrets with me. Been to the gym. On my way out to a recycling, I guess, depot you could call it, transfer station in North Geelong. All these sort of parcels, deliveries, etc. we've been getting in preparation for leaving has accumulated a substantial amount of cardboard that is just too much for my little old recycling bin that goes out once a fortnight. So I've flattened it all and collected a bit of a pile and taking it out to the recycling station in North Geelong for free disposal, which is good. Do it the right way. In Geelong today, it is a crisp 11 degrees, overcast, and has rained over the last sort of 24 hours. So it's another cracking day here in Victoria. The real, obviously, the push on us doing this lap and travelling full time, a lot of people think we're crazy, and maybe rightfully so, but I think, we'll find that out ourselves, is just breaking that mainstream sort of living. But after Christmas, we come home from a just under 4 week trip travelling around South Australia with some friends, and we knew we always wanted more of that travel lifestyle, having travelled now for probably coming up 8 years, maybe a bit under. Over the journey, sort of more recently, watching the travelling families across YouTube, and I mean, look, quite often every night at our house, we're not watching free to wear. We're watching YouTube. We're watching people travelling, forward driving, camping, touring, whatever it looks like. But that's, so we've always had that want, that desire. Reached out to a real estate agent here in Geelong that we know, and was able to sell our house off market within a week. Anyone that knows the Victorian housing market, it is a tough market. It's flat, it's inconsistent. So able to sell our house A, off market, B, so quickly, and C, for a great price, we were ecstatic. So as part of the condition of sale, given that we had the upper hand, obviously we set a 12-month period for us to sort of get ready. Leased what was our house back off the new owner for a minimum 12 months. It was good for us, good for them. We didn't have to worry about moving costs. Hayley could still work at a full-time capacity in the salon because it was at home. Obviously for the new owner, good for them. Instant return of investment, having tenants that are already there. It worked out really well, and that sort of gave us that 12-month window. So that was March. So I would have seen us head off March 2027. Unfortunately, my role where I was working was made redundant about 6-7 weeks ago now. And that was obviously not part of the plan, but it's okay, roll with the punches. Everything happens for a reason, I believe. With that redundancy, Hayley and I sort of sat down and said, well, what are we waiting for now? We were going to sort of hang around for the 12 months, but now why? Let's set ourselves a bit of a 3-month window and start getting ready, and let's go. Truck. Oh yeah. So a bit on us and our caravan journey, I guess you could say. So as I stated, we've been caravanning now, I think I said, for maybe 7 years, coming up 8 years. First holiday as a family, when we had Winifred, she would have only been weeks old, was in a little tent in Warrnambool. And it was at that point we knew we liked camping, sort of outdoor lifestyle, but not in a tent. From there, we bought our first caravan, which was a 14-foot 1970s Franklin. And it was retro, it was a time machine, but it was great, and it was ours. It was our first little piece of freedom, first caravan. We owned it. It was great. We loved it. So we had that, and as we grew as a family also, we knew that it was not to be in our 14-foot Franklin. So then we bought, ironically, my in-laws' caravan, which was a 17-foot Viscount. Again, a great van, same thing. We loved it. It was great for us. We owned it, and it was just that next step up again. It was very tidy. It obviously come from a good home. We knew where to come from, but again, we loved it. Again, as we continued our caravanning journey and we fell in love with that lifestyle more and more, we knew that we would have to upgrade, and So we did. So from there we bought a just under 29 foot Jayco Outback expander, and this was our first full size caravan, no pop top. Had the expander over the A-frame for us as the adults, bunks at the rear, and our first van with an ensuite. For us, a game changer with kids. The real reason why we made this shift at the time was Winifred with toilet training when we had the Viscount. So we bought one of those little portable toilets in one of those little foldable shower tanning tents, whatever you call them. And we knew that if this is something we're going to continue doing, we're not making the Harlem shuffle out to the annex into the toilet at 4 in the morning, hence the need for a van with an ensuite, or the want. So yeah, then we had our Jayco, same thing, come from a great home, I guess you could say. Bought it second-hand in Melbourne. Felt like a real off-road sort of robust van, I guess you could say, and it was phenomenal. It was great. It was really good. It took us some amazing places. We had some great trips in that van. And so Easter 2025 was our last trip in the Jayco. At the time, we weren't to know when we left. The Jayco was only a double bunk van. Table folds down, makes another bed, sort of process, yada yada. We had Wem there at the table, but obviously with him being able to sort of get up and move around quite freely, it didn't quite work as well. Yeah, it was a pretty rough trip. Great trip, but sleeping wise just didn't work, given that he was able to move around, get himself up in free will. So yeah, we come home and Haley said that was the last time I'm going away in that van. We sold the Jayco, and then ironically went a period of time without a van. We thought, oh, we'll bunker down without a van, we'll give it a break. So we went a couple months without a van, and I knew at that time, if we didn't have a caravan, we wouldn't holiday. We'd talk about going away, we'd talk about doing this, and yeah, we might have done overnighters or weekends away, things like that, but we wouldn't do anything substantial. School holidays, Christmas time. I mean, with 3 kids, some might do it comfortably and that's fine, good for you. But for us, the thought of going on a plane with 3 kids just is not appealing. So for me, it was caravan. So I was pretty hell-bent on getting another caravan, which I said to Hattie, I want another van. She didn't take much persuasion. She was on board as well, and off we went shopping for a new van. And then we come across and found our 2023 Network RV Terrain Tough, only 3-year-old, great van. And the real reason we fell in love with this van was the off-grid setup, which I'll discuss more in another video, but it's well equipped with its off-grid setup. It's got more than enough solar, more than enough lithium battery, inverter, the DC, all the bells and whistles. It's built to off-grid and I guess travel, I guess you'd say. And ironically, the fella that we bought it off was already traveling Australia in that van. It's our first van with separate ensuite. So the Jayco had a combined shower and toilet. So this is separate, which is great. And yeah, for us, this van is just, ideally their forever van, but who knows? So the 28th of September, we leave Geelong and head north. We are going through a few towns along the way, heading up, staying at some friends along the way as well. And then we get to Gold Coast pretty quickly. So staying at Big 4 Gold Coast, I think we get there within a week. Staying there for, I think, 4 nights, doing the theme parks with the kids. Yeah, the caravan park itself looks pretty good. From there, heading Sunshine Coast. I've got family there, some aunties, so going to go staying in Sunshine Coast maybe for about a week, travel in and around there. Sunshine Coast is quite a beautiful place, but for Haley and I, quite special. We honeymooned in Mooloolaba, around that Alexander Headland sort of area. Go there and show the kids around and see some family as well. And my work now, I've picked up more work, which I'll talk about in another video. My boss, I guess you could say, is based in Brisbane, so spend a bit of time there. From there, we keep going north, going over to Fraser Island for a week, so jumping on the barge and heading over there for a week, which will be amazing. And then we're still going to go north, go as high as, say, Townsville. Not going to go any further as it's the wet season there. And then from there, come across, come back down through Charlotte Plains, back down to Geelong for Christmas, and then we'll head west, either Boxing Day, day after, start clockwise, I guess you could say. All right, here to dispose of my cardboard. All right, cardboard done. I think it's great how they do these sort of things. Digressing off topic here, free drop off cardboard, can be recycled. So if you're not, why? Oh, I can't wait till I'm on the road. I don't have to worry about traffic, or at least traffic like this. All right, so I've just pulled up and get rid of some more recycling, some old paint tins that I had as well. And yeah, this joint's really cool. So recycle group in North Geelong. Unreal. What do we think, kids, of the recycling place?
Good.
Is it good?
You can even sell mattresses, so we
Yeah.
can sell our bed.
Who would have thought an outing at a recycling station could be as good as this?
If you have been watching our shows, this is a bit different because it's me building a slide and playing. Not that really much to do with parents doing stuff. So come along with me. My boogie board to keep it staying and not to go with it. Then I'm going to put your slide with me. What? That's how I'm going to say what my dad has been doing now. I actually know what he's actually doing. Let's go and find out. Hi, Say hi to the future. So we have the greatest channel, beautiful channel, and some other channels you would love to be in, but you can't because you're not the life of the Bennetts.